the stream again. I'm back. Just going up here. Almost done. And then we can start completely. Whew. Already tired. Okay, now it seems to work again, so I'll put you back onto the back.
Turn left.
Turn left here. Holy, that also does work.
Exit the parking lot.
"90 kilometers left."
Turn left.
Let's turn left.
In 600 meters, turn right.
Hokkaido, here we come!
Stop sign. Turn right, then turn left. At the light, turn left. Signs for Nino Hey Fuji. Continue for 48 kilometers.
Continue for 48 kilometers. We could get a coffee. Maybe we will get a morning coffee. We'll do it. this one is still saying connecting to stream. It's so annoying. Wow. Connecting to streams. Waiting for chat messages. Oh, good. Okay, but that he gets the curry of grain that they still have. Other this was crazy. I think like €8 for other accounts, which was also then he was annoyed with me, and I said, okay, then I paid like the extra hour, and then he said, no, we can't do that. And then I thought, why do you don't offer it? When I then was at the organization, I think like he was nice, We also planned like this, but like that was away from the water, like no island or system. We had all the information. That's what the functions are for. But like, this is what I love. He reminds. Okay, let's go. This is also just to show you, you will maybe not have a lot of time to check out extra places, but yeah, Arvade city. Arvade city. How much do you see from the... I don't know. Let's just try it very quickly. Give you some time. Arvade city in the morning with sunrise. This is nice. The guy that came out with me, I hold the door open for him. I like in Japan, it's not that common. There's also a reason for that. If you hold the door open for someone, that means they need to hurry. They don't want you to stay there longer. It's just like kind of a contradiction. Like you're doing a nice gesture. Don't think too much about it. Just go through the door. But like it's also kind of an obligation. So I understand why people say, no, it's fine. You don't have to hurry because I want to hold the door open for you. Okay, I will close this actually. If it says 48 kilometers. We had almost 570 kilometers away from Tokyo. Let's see how long this will actually take. The 90 kilometers plus the maybe 1,000 meters of elevation. I actually changed the route a bit, so we just use the street. Oh, this is also beautiful, like these flowers. Cycling in the morning is nice. Not so hot also. Today, no matter what happens, we just have to continue. Except for when it rains, that might be an issue. It might be raining for like 2 hours, then we will stop. We don't want to destroy the equipment again, like this. So that heavy rain. And it says after that's gone, the sun will come out again. So let's see. Or it won't rain at all. And we are happy and can just continue. That's also the weather forecast for for Iwaki city, not for the where we will be probably later. Cars are shooting. So if per hour we can have our 10 kilometers, it's now 6:13. Let's say we have 1 hour of breaks, probably 2 hours. I didn't enable the GPS yet. Oh fine, but I see chat and GPS. So slopes like these, we'll try to just brute force. What if if it's any higher, we like the angle, and probably also at the end. I don't think I have the energy. We'll go back to just pushing the bike. It is 1,000 meters of elevation, but then again, we are already quite far up, and if we go up 1,000 meters, we go down 1,000 meters, and not only 1,000 meters, we go up way more. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Today we are going to Hachinohe. And like, yo, laser patties! What's up? We are leaving this island, hopefully today, and going to Hokkaido. That's the plan. 90 kilometers, 1,000 meters of elevation. Also when it goes down and I'm fast, I won't be reading chat. Which is ironic because I just read chat, but I just had a glimpse and read it. I don't do that again. Just follow the street. But finally I have a way to... Oh, sorry. Streets are bad. Vibration. Okay. I didn't destroy my second phone, no. Only one is broken, but like the other phone is now on the front. I was lucky that the second phone was not broken, otherwise, ooh, expensive. The first one was my private, and I bought a new one for reading the chat. 90 euro. It's not very good, but it's doing its job. I read chat and update GPS position. And I look at the map. Why am I not taking the train again? Because this is a challenge. I also want to see the nature and share the nature with you. Taking the train. Good question. Why am I not taking the train? It would have been so easy. I just wanted to combine these challenges, but like way too much effort goes into the cycling. Than like the interviews. I had now 4 interviews. One of them was shit. The guy thought, why am I even here? Okay, he has a Chinese restaurant. But like he's Japanese and he has Japanese curry on the breakfast menu, and I wanted to talk a bit about that, but the setting was really weird. I asked the hotel staff if they know like some curry place that might have an interview with me. And they said, let's see. Then they said, oh yeah, our chef might be willing to have an interview. Is that okay? Like we have Japanese curry? And I just wanted to get like his opinion, like what Japanese curry for him as a chef who maybe also doesn't specialize on it, but it's part of his culture. Anyway, he didn't answer anything. He was like, why are you talking to me about this? I have a Chinese restaurant. Like at this trip, I'm not about the easiness and efficiency. And you probably expected something else. Me in my biking pants in orange, wanting to have an interview with him. We were sat down in a hotel room, round table, and I couldn't engage with him in the conversation at all. Also, all my prepared questions didn't really fit him. Why did you decide to open a Japanese curry restaurant? What's the special thing about your Japanese curry? Well, it's just a standard morning breakfast Japanese curry. So yes, interview. He's like also the head chef, quite important, takes some time to answer my questions. And then he said, yeah, you should come at lunch or evening to eat my Chinese food. And I said, I really would love to, but right after this meeting I have to continue cycling. I'm very sorry. And from his perspective, what is this guy doing? He's coming to a Chinese restaurant, not even eating the food, wanting an interview about Japanese curry. He thought it was more about the Chinese restaurant than about Japanese curry. But no, I specifically said, oh yeah, it would be nice to have an interview like this. Well, the roads are so bad here. But everyone else was great. I had one interview where I forgot to plug in the microphone, so the default microphone from the default microphone was used from the phone, which is not bad, but it was quite loud around because we were in a food truck and they had a what's it called? Not a motor, a generator. They had a generator connected. Oh, sorry. It's the roads, it's not me. What should I do? They're just very broken. They are fucking guardians. The other interviews are bangers. Like the person from the food truck was great. She had amazing karaoke also. The 2 days ago I had an interview, that was very nice. But today I don't think there will be an interview, also today and tomorrow. But in Sendai, we already passed it on. In Sapporo, we'll have hopefully quite some interviews. I also have some time in Sapporo. Depends on how quickly I go there. I might be in Sapporo tomorrow afternoon. Okay, this is better. Yeah, it's fine. It, of course, would have been fine to have more interviews, but what to do. You might have seen the first interview with Dansan. We'll have a second version where he talks about the music he creates, and hopefully we'll get some music from him and then can use it in the clip. And the last one I did was at a cool bar. I had a very delicious curry there. And the owner was amazing. Yes, that's the one that I posted on Insta. The last guy that I interviewed was very cool. He and his bar. The bar was not very full, and I was surprised because The atmosphere is amazing. The personality is amazing. The Japanese curry is super nice. I think over time he'll get more customers. At lunchtime I think it's full, but in the evening for the bar setting, maybe not too much. The co-owner calls him Master. I came there, ate my curry. She made it for me. And then I told her about the curry trip. And asked her, oh, would you like to have an interview? And I didn't know that there's another owner. And she says, oh, me? No, but maybe if Master is here. And I waited for Master, who came then in like 10 minutes. And then we talked. I got all my equipment. And we had our... There are just so many cool restaurants all across Japan, so many cool people that don't just want to make it in Tokyo. Yes, Tokyo is a cool city. You can find very cool people in Tokyo, very cool restaurants in Tokyo, but there are a lot of people who want to also create something for their own in other cities, which have a different feeling. The cities, yeah, I like it more on the road than in Tokyo. Only like 10 more hours. Did you already find some? Yes, I did find something. I think the consistency needs to change. This is also what I noticed. Like, yes, I get it creamy and nice, but the real consistencies of most Japanese curry, I like the standard Japanese curry, is different. I need to check what it is and how they do it. Because I do the roux myself, I don't buy the cubes. The cubes are called roux. So I need to check how to... I already improved it over time. I was happy with it, but now that I'm in Japan and try it again, my feeling is, maybe let's do it again. Let's work on it again. And maybe I'll improve the spice mixture also. Because my standard curry without the added spice is quite mild. Which with some of the roux you also get, but I noticed most of the ones that are more well liked in Japan have a bit of a, how to say, darker taste. Slightly darker than mine is quite light, like bright, I want to say. Which I don't think is worse, but it's different. So that rice quality is always something I want to improve. But I already have better processes. I improved those, especially with higher quantities. We made enough rice for 600 to 800 people at the Japan festival. That was very cool because we were able to make it in the oven. Yeah. But that's, I saw like different ways of adding the spiciness. Like adding the spiciness, and then you can add a lot with chili, like capsaicin. I don't know if everything is actually capsaicin. Or like they add some spiciness with cayenne pepper, which I also already knew. But then you're not allowed to add any more or make it more spicy or less spicy. They just decide in the restaurant, okay, this is a perfect level and we keep that. With cayenne pepper also makes sense because sometimes it might be an overwhelming spice if you want to really use it for the spiciness itself. The cayenne pepper flavor is also quite strong, so you might be altering the dish too much. But with chili it's different. So yeah, I'm just amazed by everybody having amazing rice quality all the time. There might be more Japanese literature on rice in high quantities. How to always make it perfect. Of course, they also have it easier to get good rice for affordable price. There are rice fields everywhere. It feels like this is the with 80% of its land. It's both. So, what's the difficulty about rice? One is the pot, which is quite important. The rice itself, when you cook a lot of it, becomes a physics problem. When the pot is high and you want to make a lot of rice, the rice itself becomes an isolator. The lower parts are very hot, the upper parts are cold, so you can burn your rice and at the top you don't even see it boiling. So you need to go wider. If you do that, you can create very good rice. And then you need to make sure that the right amount of water is in the rice, which changes according to how long you wash it. and like how much you make. If you make more, then you need to, then it takes more time to wash it. It absorbs more water. So what you should do is actually measure the weight beforehand. Then after finishing the washing, you check, okay, how much water did it absorb. Let's say you wash a kilogram and afterwards it's a kilogram 200 gram, and you want a 1-to-1 ratio or 1-to-9, both are fine, and then you add 800 milliliters. If you add more, it'll get mushy. And this is a lot of times what happens. So washing the rice well is important. It's also important to do it fairly fast and efficient, the rice washing. Because otherwise the rice corns break. And that releases more starch, and then the rice quality also decreases again. Okay, we're going onto the street now. So, if you have these right conditions, you will get very good Japanese sushi rice. And then cook it for the right amount of time and let it steam. So you cook it first, then you turn down the heat and just let it steam from the heat, and that you do for half an hour, and then it's good. And yes, the rice makes a difference. A friend of mine, she has a restaurant, opened it like 4 months ago or half a year ago. And she gave me rice with some side dishes. I ate the rice, thought, oh, yes, my rice is good, but this just tastes very nice on its own, so I can just eat rice actually. Enjoy the rice. Yes, I had the side dishes, but that was actually great. But her rice is also 3 times the cost of mine. And maybe even more, 4 times. If I buy it in bulk, maybe a bit cheaper, but it's like high premium rice for a dish where I sell a big quantity of it for kind of cheap. Maybe I need different price points for different amounts of rice and curry. Because yeah, maybe I'll change also from the home style curry to a standard restaurant style curry. That might be also a change that I can do and should do. I was invited to a house actually to eat Japanese curry. Okay, my throw into the rice cooker. Work, I guess, solution. Like, the rice cookers are great. I have a doji sushi at home, which is like premium rice cooker, but like maximum for I think 10 people you can make rice, or 10 cups. I think in my for my curry I can make enough rice for 10 people. But yeah, that doesn't work when I try to scale it up. But it's perfect. I just press the button and perfectly cooked rice comes out. Amazing. Like, even with the rice cookers that I have in the food truck, I have to like turn it off right when it's cooking. And also right before it's cooking, stir it once and then close it and let it simmer with the... So there's quite some effort going into it manually at the right time, thinking about it. There's some rice cookers here that I've noticed. They are all using, and my guess is that they are just perfect for restaurant style Japanese rice. One thing that might also be considered is just cooking the rice before and then freezing it. A lot of homes do that, and the rice quality is amazing. It's not really deteriorating. I have to check if that is feasible or good. I personally find Japanese cuisine very understated, which yes. I agree. If your dish focuses on rice and fish, you better have good rice and you better have good fish. It's both are like 50% of your dish. But I wonder why the rice quality in sushi in Germany is not so good. Maybe it's also because of the price. Maybe they're using the same rice I use. But I wouldn't use my rice in sushi. And like, my rice doesn't taste bad. I like it quite a lot. I cook with it at home myself and enjoy it a lot. But for sushi it should be perfect. I think it's the same reason why rice is so shitty outside of Japan. I mean, China also has good rice. or like a lot of the countries that focus on the rice. They just have different rice types. India has amazing rice, but yeah, it's the culture. It's the importance you give it. Also the importance the customers put in. If the customers eat it and think this is good bread, if they can rate it, if they understand it, the restaurants have to get the higher quality. If the customers don't care, no one will do something about it. Because if the customers don't care, it needs to be the chef who just has high standards for himself to put more effort into it, and even with the more effort pay more to not really get monetary results out of it. This is like capitalism we work on. Everything works like this. Either it's with money or you have strong morals that you push it through. And most of the people don't have the fundamentals. But a Japanese cook that does rice, they have these morals. Yes, he's from Munich too. And this is why, like, Japan has good bread. Not everywhere, in most places they do not. But they have a lot of dedicated people. If they decide to do something, they do it right. I know a guy who came to Germany and said, I want to become a baker, and he's starting an internship. He'll be an amazing baker in like 5 to 10 years with a lot of experience from Germany, and then he goes back to Japan and opens his bakery. How amazing is that? And I think he'll take it really, really serious. A lot of these these cafe shops, they are amazing here. And you think, why do they make amazing cappuccino? Why do they roast their own coffee? Why do they look at the temperature graphs and try to optimize every day? How are they able to create a line in the coffee with the latte art? It's all dedication. When they do something, they want to do it right, to respect it. All part of the culture, doing it right. Doing it right in the proper way. And this is the aspect that I really, really love about Japan. The dedication to the craft. I should, right? Do they have that? Maybe. I was thinking about if somebody would say, how about you intern at my place for like 2 months? And I just say, yes, let's do it. And then I'll do a video. I'm stuck in Japan for at least 2 more months because I'm starting my internship here. You know what a Japanese person would do if they, like, Japanese curry is part of the culture, so they have an understanding how should it taste. They work normally in other restaurants, but if they want to really study the roots of it, they go to India. Where do the spices come from? What can I learn about these spices? For a Japanese person, going to India must be crazy. I guess a culture shock. I don't know, like, how they would even deal with it. I don't know if I survived that. I would actually love it. Like, at least the food. But it would be hot. I think the Indians would be very nice. They might be curious what Japanese curry is. But they are just the kings of spices. No questions. It's amazing, like, how cool their spice mixtures, how complex they are, and if you have a real Indian pro, this is just the amount of spices they can taste, smell. It helps that they have a lot of these curries for all their lives. As children, they develop the taste. In India, a curry is just a dish with a thick sauce. That's a curry. It's not about spices. It was never about spices for them. The spices just come from them wanting some tasty food, and they use a lot of spices. Also, yes, first one only wash rice. When I started with just curry, like at home I could always make perfect rice. Very happy. But when I started just curry, I noticed, wait, the rice will be a problem. Was still good, like, but the upscaling always slightly decreased the quality. And of course, I don't want that. If I want to make 200 portions, the rice should be amazing. If I want to make 1,000 portions, the rice should be amazing. So, washing the rice right. Rice washing experience. Yeah, I think a month could be enough if the teacher tells you all the details about it and to do it the whole day. And like you understand the starch content going out and all the different variables and the changes in the rice. People find it kind of like a dedication. Oh yeah, they have to the first years wash the rice. But they also look a bit down on it and think like, haha, you have to wash the rice for a year or two. Man, this is half of the dish that you're doing the rest of your life if you're making sushi. As possible. People take stuff very lightly and think, I can do this. Which my dedication is still, if I focus on this one dish, I can even tastier, improve the quality, and also if I have to give away the process, keep the quality. I was amazed at the intensity of the sauce that I got from one of the Toko Ichiban curries, where I got the vegetarian sauce. How did they do this? This might be everything. Vegetarian, then add the nice meat. Maybe afterwards add some. Whoa, I'm struggling right now. Still going up. I might be walking for a bit. Okay, I think. Go around. Whew. Okay, that's enough of a pause. Oh damn it. I need to adjust this. Maybe like this. There's a bag on my bike that will probably break at some point. Maybe even today. Complicated. It's hard. It might be going down there. Hopefully it does. Or at least go straight for a while. 580 kilometers away from Tokyo. it cheating if I hook myself onto a car and it drags me? I am on the bike, still cycling. Probably not, right? Still goes upward, but the inclination is fine. It's definitely dangerous. You know, when you're tired, sometimes you feel like, oh, doesn't matter if it's dangerous or not. Only today we can make it to Hokkaido. Just like maybe 70 more kilometers. It goes down. I hope you're happy for me. I think the stream now has more time difference, time lag. But probably now here the connection is also better again. Just going straight forward. $60 more kilometers, 70 more kilometers. And then we'll go hop on a ferry. There's one at 5 p.m. and one at 10 p.m. I don't think I'll get the one at 5 p.m. And if I take the one at 5 p.m. then yeah, if I take the one at 5 p.m. then I'll be there at 1 in the morning. Or 2 in the morning. It was to take like 7 hours. it might be better just to take the one at 10 p.m. just to have an overnight stay there. Nice, it's so cool with his baseball bat. From the skin color you see how much he's been practicing outside. Thank you, Johnny. Thanks for being with me. This doesn't happen often, but it smells like poop. Again, a lot of nice flowers on the side of the road. Very well maintained. That would be nice. They seem to have amazing Japanese curry on the boat. I just don't know if it contains pork. Probably. But the food's supposed to be very good on the ferry. Which I don't understand how... Like, I understand how they do it, but I'm amazed by it. That in this setting, where you have to get all the ingredients onto the boat, have a kitchen that's swinging, that to create like really amazing food. Again, just more dedication from people. If you have a problem, you know, oh, this makes my rice worse because the water in the pot is they find solutions. They let the pot swing, something like that. It goes up again. Up, up, up you go. The resting times going downhills always feel so short, but the going up takes so long. That would be cool, like, right? Gyroscopic rice cooker. Oh, the pot itself is turning. Then we would have the same problem again. But no, the rice also forms according to the gyroscopic, to the pot turning. So everything would still get like water. Perfect solution. Okay, I'll secure some stuff here. Hopefully that helps. maybe a bit of water. Okay, let's continue. My back tire makes some sounds. That's not good. I also don't know what it is. No, they are very loud. These crickets are super loud. They're even louder here. No, I don't see what might be the issue. Okay, it's fine. The crickets are crazy. It's like constant background noise here. It's like they're screaming all the time. Yeah, I need to go to a biking shop to let the bike be checked out. After either Hachinoe, Tamakomai would probably be good. There are also like some birds that individually make some sounds, but then there are like hundreds of birds, thousands of birds on the same tree who all make the sound, so it just becomes a continuous sound. Which here also might be mixed into the cricket sound. I can't distinguish it anymore. In Tsutura, this was the destination of the first day, they had like one big tree right in front of the station, and that was full of these birds. And I thought, like, what's this screeching sound like coming from this tree? Then you look at the tree, you just see thousands of birds The roads are so bad. Okay, finally a bit better. Wow. Yeah, in half an hour I'll probably have a breakfast break. I guess that was very annoying with the crickets, but it's normal. I'm also not bad. I would actually like some Arvade apple curry. But we're not going up until Arvade. Now it's super good. Nice. Now we can just cruise down in this really nice weather. Not too hot, not too cold, a bit of sun, the nature, some screaming crickets. And bad street again. It was fun while it lasted. It just takes more concentration from me. And of course it's very annoying for the stream itself. But those two if it's not all these vibrations. Yeah. Wow! Find a Japanese TV crew who follows me around, takes all the shots, gives me all the permissions, gets all the Japanese curry restaurants to talk to me. We can talk to Koko Ichiban. And create something amazing. If we ever next time. That would be nice, just focusing on the nice interviews. Bringing it all to TV, making it worthwhile. Showing the Japanese we care. This is probably the most beautiful part. Because I have to get up all these meters again. Probably several times. $587. We are getting quite far. Fairly fast. Maybe we take the one at 5 p.m. Then arrive at Tamakamai, and then we just continue up until Sapporo, and then at like 10 p.m. we are in Sapporo. 10 a.m., not 10 p.m. Yeah, I think they will make all these streets new. Netherland curry would be amazing. But then also in 2 days, like the trip is over. Or how long do I need to get from one side to the other side of the Netherlands? I think Hokkaido is quite flat actually. I forgot, I looked it all up, but Hokkaido might be very nice to cycle. And the rest of the way from Kyushu it's all at the coastline. So yes, it might go up, but not go up that far. We're just going down, down, down. I like it a lot. But I feel it going up far. No reading chat right now, too dangerous. Sometimes there's one big pothole and you think like, wow, if I would have gotten that, it might have been over. Woo! Like fricadelles are very popular here. I could also eat a lot more. Wow. We are now at 590. I'll actually check the Google Maps. "23 kilometers from to Nihohe." Let's see. I haven't checked the map for a while. Because it said 40 kilometers, just go straight. We are still in the forest, so everything's alright. But yeah, we first go to Nihohe. Then what's Nihohe? Port directions. No, we are not going to take the toll route. I think we go to Nihohe and from there we continue. That's not the toll road. Nihohe is before Nihohe. Yeah, we go to Nihohe. I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Ninnohe, probably. So we go to Ninnohe, and from there we check how we get to Hachinohe. Let's just continue. "62 kilometers left," it says, which is, we almost have 1/3 of it. Nice. But the longest it will be getting up again if the mountain goes up. Like the last 10 kilometers have been amazingly easy. Everything good? But if it goes like 10 kilometers up, I'll cry. Okay. Go. Also getting hungry. With the next convenience store, I'll take a break and get some rice balls. "25 degrees, perfect weather for the cycling." I think it will go up to 30, which is a bit much, but still manageable. But with 33, it's horror. It's very bad. Those 3 degrees change a lot. Yes, food before the next hill would be nice. I finished all my chips yesterday. That was good. I needed some calories. I had some convenience store food. I thought I would get way more hungry during the cycling, but actually I'm not getting that hungry. And yes, I eat more because I want to not have a calorie deficit or too big of a calorie deficit. But I think like, I thought if I use like 6,000 calories extra per day, kilocalories, that I would need to eat as much. Maybe I have enough stored, and that is just used. All the Japanese curries are filling up. Oh, again, so beautiful. I feel a bit okay. The roads are and the cars are taking from the vibe, but without the roads we wouldn't be here. Oh, there was some there was some vending machines. And I noticed too late. If I see something like that again, I'll use it. That was a perfect place for vending machines. Like they have 3 vending machines. And just a nice drink in the most beautiful place. Why not? Johnny, which drink are we doing a commercial for? When we get the chance. Last time I had a cola. But the other place was more beautiful with the vending machines. Have something here. Okay. Like we have a Coke, we have some coffees, we have green tea, we have Fanta. What else do we have? Wait, are they not supposed to be green if they are? Oh yeah, they are green. I just don't see it. So we have quite some options. Dirty chai latte? I don't think they have dirty chai latte. Normally you take like Pocari Sweat for like a cycle like this. I don't think I need it. So any suggestions what else I should take? I think the time difference is crazy. Maybe a minute? Okay, random juice. You know what we take? There's like a grape Fanta. Let's get the grape Fanta. I think this is a position. Wait for me till I buy the grape Fanta. Ah, that was not fake. Now. Okay, I don't see. Let me see. Maybe you wrote something. Okay, I'll read that later. Wow. Japanese mountains and you want something to drink? Why not get a grape Fanta? Okay, one more time. Japanese? Japanese mountain and you need a drink? Why not get a grape Fanta? It's the best grape drink you can ever have. Cut! Let's see if this is good. Like this one tastes like artificial grapes. It's really not that good. It's actually quite bad. It's not quite bad. It's okay. I need the sugar. At least it's not that much. Okay, maybe I can get used to it. There's like this, when you eat hot pot, there is Pflaume. What's Pflaume in English? But this helps a lot with the spiciness. Pflaume. I don't remember, but there's this drink that you normally eat with hot pot and it helps with the spiciness. And goes quite well with it. Also with the citron pepper, it makes it better. It tastes like that, but just carbonated. So. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, it looks like it tastes purple. Yeah, right, plum. It does taste purple. I don't know if it is purple. Let me see. Like, it also has the color of the plum. Maybe this is not grape, this is just plum juice and they market it as grape. I'll do some research. Let's be safe. This helmet cost me 500 yen. It's a used helmet that the bike shop gave. Give this to you for 500 yen. I thought, great, afterwards I won't need it, I'll throw it away. Okay, after this taste of comfort, we are ready. Oh, this is a long tunnel. I should have enabled the... Yay, a biker friend, the first one we saw today. Let me tell you something about tunnels. I've been a bit of a tunnel worker myself. And what I've done is I create a sensor system for a tunnel. At least a prototype for it. And I don't know if it's installed or not, it might have been installed. It's a Munich Altstadtring tunnel. So modern tunnels, at least in Germany, have a wall in the middle because that's just very convenient for multiple reasons. One, the airflow is defined, meaning if there's a wall in the middle, the air will always go into one direction, and from one side you get clean air in, from the other side you get dirty air out that just went through the tunnel. So you have a automatic ventilation system defined by the cars that pass through the tunnel. Then, which you don't have when the middle is open, because then you just have some swirling around of the air in the tunnel. This helps a lot with like fire. You want the smoke to be able to get out. Also, when there's a fire, you have it's easy to bring the people to safety by just going to the other side of the wall. Done. Safe. And they wanted that for the Altstadtring tunnel. Now you cannot just build a tunnel there, a wall in the middle. I'm getting ads on my chat app. but at least I can read the chat that yeah. So yeah, the airflow then is defined, and you can go to safety when you need to and there's an accident. It's very easy to get to the other side. There are just doors in the tunnel. And very nice, you're already safe. You don't have to like walk 500 meters to get to safety. Even if somebody asks us to get you to safety, they can just open the door, take you to the other side and done, instead of carrying you 500 meters. And yeah, like this one didn't have a wall in the middle, and I could feel like all the air that was circulating around and not that pressed against me. So I thought that one might need a door, a wall in the middle. The problem with a structure that's in the end that long, the ceiling that's that long, is that it was built to hang down. And most of the time it's done with concrete. And concrete is very good with pressure, but not with torsion. Like if you pull on it, it's quite weak actually. Pulling on concrete, it just has 1/10 of the strength of when you press it. But there are solutions for that if you know like how the forces in the concrete work. If you press down on the concrete block from the top, on the lower part you have it's stretching, and on the upper side you have it pressing it together. So what you do, you put some steel rods in that are already in tension, and then let it cure with these steel rods in tension. And after it's cured and everything's dry, you release the tension from the rods, and then you have a concrete block that constantly having a pressure inside that goes up. And then if you let it hang, you almost only have like pulling forces in the full concrete, which is very cool. So you use like maximum amount of the advantages of the concrete. And yeah, rebar, right. So let's say we have the Altstadtring tunnel, the important tunnel in Munich, and we just want to put a wall in the middle. It would destroy the full structure, because now you have an upward force in the middle, but you already have these concrete steel rods, that put a force up. And then it would be clear. So what they do is they just leave it for a few centimeters open on the top. But still the problem of the Altstadtring tunnel is that the 50-meter concrete blocks that they created, they are deteriorating over time. And changing everything without knowing what's broken will just take a few years, and nobody could use that tunnel, which is not really a solution. So what they are doing is measuring the movement of these concrete blocks themselves, and having a sensor system that tells you for each concrete block if it's moving downwards, which could mean like the concrete is getting weaker or not. Oh really? This is the oh, okay, cool. That's a very fun project. For a lot of this research that students are doing, I think like, oh, this is very nice. This is very a very good project. But then again, I feel, oh yeah, this could help whole humanity to have this and see the results of it and get like the understanding of it. Why can't we decide on one worldly library where we sort everything and to have all this, like we have papers. But I feel like it's not easy to get the information out of all these papers together and then make sure they work together, and I feel a lot of the information could be stored more easily and be made more useful, and not people always repeating work. Because I think that happens quite a lot. It would make sense to have them reusable, the molds. Like construction is expensive anyway, like everything you can save would be a good idea. Make last longer. Sometimes you can make stuff last longer without even having to spend any more money, just by understanding the problems better. Which is just cool. Okay, but we don't know if, like in Dubai, they didn't maybe do this research already and didn't share it with us, or the Russians, or whoever. And maybe there are already results. You might want to test it again and see, oh, do we have new technology that would enable us now to do it correct and better. Wow, it's so great here. Yeah, that sensor systems that track like the movement of the concrete blocks was my bachelor thesis. It just goes down all the way. I have the feeling I have to go up all of this right after the city. Okay. No lasers, because lasers have the problem that the optics get dirty. It should have been a kind of contact-free measuring method. It was a... what was the name? It's a magnetic measurement system that sends ultra pulses through the material to see how far it is away. And like these two systems are not connected. You just connect one side to the ceiling, the other side to the wall, and they hover next to each other kind of. So they are not really connected. You don't have any parts that deteriorate, and you just send an electrical signal to it, which gives you magnetostrictiver sensor, I think also, which can make an accurate measurement of distance. There's a Lawson, we'll get our breakfast. You can decide with me what I eat. Lawson, Lawson. Wow. Okay. Let's get this. Web optics and concrete for bridges. I think the fiber optics, wouldn't you just see if they are broke? Oh yeah, you would maybe see how bright it is if something would happen. I think there are a lot of ways with fiber optics to measure if something is broken or not. Depends on also what exactly you want to measure. But like the fiber optics one might be a cool idea. Okay, let's go in. And my device is already telling me it's too hot. I don't know what I will do in Kyushu. Let's get some chicken. Okay. These are the onigiri options. They have a lot of options here actually. I don't get a full meal like that. There's karaage, noodle and rice. That would also be nice, but no. Maybe I get a onigiri so different. What is this? No grilled Japanese beef. 300 yen. I mean, we'll try it. One of these. And one of these. I don't know which one. Maybe not the red one. Maybe the red one. Black pepper. Black pepper karage kun. Kore?
Black pepper.
Ah, kakkoi. Arigato.
ありがとうございます。
タッチカード。
610円のお買い上げです。はい。
ありがとうございます。
嬉しいかな。
大丈夫です。
はい。ありがとうございます。
Oh yes, we can sit down. They're also hot. I think this will be nice. Let's try the black pepper karage kun. $118. That's the price. I like the black pepper one. Yeah, I'm just astonished every time I order something. It's just so efficient. But it's also quite a bit, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 pieces of this. I don't know how combis are doing this. This is and this one is a special one. Like normally they're cheaper. They're 200 yen. Or like under 200 yen. Depends if you get the good ones or not. But this is also wrapped very nicely. Normally you have to put them on later yourself. This is a Korean filling. It's very nice. Super nice. Wow. Like really good filling. Yeah, this just tastes very Korean. Interesting. What a great product. 300 yen. I might buy it again. If I find it, because this is the only store where I saw these. The onigiri at Aldi are crazy. And they are the quality, like the rice quality is actually getting better. Like they seem to understand something, but it's also just a lot of work. I calculated the use case of it, creating like fresh onigiri with either you have a huge operation and do it super efficiently, or it doesn't seem to really make sense. But I'm already done. But some of this and this was actually for before. I'm such a there's Arno sort of playing in the background. I wonder if this will be claimed later, because I don't think we are allowed to play that. Abata eat. I don't know even if you hear it. Maybe not. But I'm already finished. Good enough. Drinking some water, continuing. Combustible. These are all combustible. Arigato. Ah, that was so fast, so good, and just continue. Was it like 5 minutes? Something like that. Ignoring the komatsus. This is beautiful. The mountains again. Wow. The path, like already yesterday, there was an amazingly beautiful lake at Morioka, right after Morioka. Yeah, if I sing louder, then it'll be fine. In my mind, I ask myself the question, okay, is it more efficient if I drink the water and it's inside me and I cycle, or I leave it in the bag and I cycle with it? Does that make a difference? Like the weight in total is the same? Maybe I use more water and then can cycle more efficiently? Well, I should be drinking enough. Yeah. Wow. I don't think it makes it. I think you should just drink when you need to and be hydrated enough. Yeah, I think I'm hydrated enough. Let's continue again. You think drinking is more efficient? It's definitely healthier. But drinking the full 2 liter at once, probably not. Then you lose efficiency. when your body is not using the water to cool down, just kind of flush the system. So you need to buy more water to be hydrated. So in total you carried more weight. It's probably also just better buying the water on top of a mountain than on the bottom of a mountain. Because then you have more potential energy. Nobody... And that could be considered cheating, right? Yes, that's probably the more suboptimal solution. There's a nice river to the left of us, which you can't see. It would actually be nice to just fly the route, not with an airplane, but what's it called, a kite? Time or the time before. Very beautiful. Like a wooden plate where you can look through it, but of course you don't fall through it. And this was kind of the restaurant. You sit down there, the river, and there you can eat some fish and some traditional Japanese food. That was very, very beautiful. We don't go to Central Ninhobe, Ichinohe. We go to Ninohe directly. And hopefully this is our next stop. Johnny, I need you by my side. Just to tell me all the words that I forget. Johnny, you're so knowledgeable. It feels like it goes down, but I think it slightly goes up. At least for this part, and then it goes down there. because it's slowing me down, and I see it when I just look at the rail left to me. I think car is a good choice too. With the car you get quite far in Japan. The problem with a paraglider is when you get down somewhere, you have the paraglider with you. And that's probably quite heavy. It still seems like... Is it so bad? Maybe I'll look at a bike shop in Nino. I forgot again. It's not Nino Hobe. Hobe is Hatsino Hill. I mean, the getting down part is easy. The complicated thing is getting down safely part. But the feeling must be amazing with the paraglider. I don't know why this feels so... like it does go slightly up, but... even when it got down, I needed to put energy in. That's bad. Maybe because I drank water. That must be it. Okay. Yeah, the surviving part might be an important part. It's already 30 degrees. It'll get hotter and hotter. Like 10 more kilometers to the next city. Like I can cycle this is not the problem. But on the long run this is very questionable if I can do anything like this later. Again, this goes down, slightly goes down, but it's stopping. Or just my perception is wrong. Maybe I'm going up. Anyway, finding a cycling shop that might just oil the some parts should not be too complicated. I don't know what but I think I know what you mean. And no, I cannot. Actually, also didn't connect the phone. Like before I heard something from the front tire, later I heard something from the back tire. We also have quite the distance to go today. Yeah, I think here it should just constantly accelerate. And now that it's going down more, it does accelerate. $602 kilometers from Tokyo. So yeah, we'll look for a bike shop. I think something is slowing us down. On a day like this, where we have to go up 1,000 meters in height, this might be the run killer. Let's maybe first try to check ourselves if something really is annoying or broken. I'll check here first how far the bike shop is away. I think there's like the city is right to the left of us. Right to the left of us. Is to the left of us, so. But if I go down that, I have to get up that again. So. Yeah, that was what I was going to do. Let's test that actually. get the bags off. I think these bags are really cool. Like, you need to push these buttons to get it up, but if you just do it from here, they get off automatically. Yeah, okay. Let's turn it around. I can hear something here. I don't know what's that sound. Maybe it's a brake. Oh, I think this is here. I think this might be hitting it. Okay, let's check here.